Congratulations, you've made it all the way to chapter 7, the final chapter of this book, this course. If you haven't been able to tell already, I'm a person who is very interested in being organized, efficient, and effective. And going along with that, in the title of this last chapter, is goal setting and the goal setting process. So setting goals for me has always been very, very important. It's something that keeps me on track. It helps me to reorganize and to think about the year ahead every year. I like to take time around New Year's to kind of go through and create a new plan for each year, to kind of define what I'm looking to do, to know if I'm hitting it, if I'm thinking too short term, too long term. And so what we're going to do today is kind of go through a process. It would be great if you could sit and do this all in one lesson. So if you can clear the next, 15, 20, 30 minutes to devote to thinking about your goals and to think about time coming up. This is something you can use year after year to reassess your goals, to make a new plan. And so I highly recommend doing that. Having an idea of where you want to go is going to allow you to get there. If you don't know where you're headed, it's going to be hard to get to where you want to be. As I say, if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit it every time. It's important to keep in mind that goals are flexible and fluid and they can change, and this is just what we think today. It could all change tomorrow. You could totally realign yourself with different paths or different goals, different types of music, etc., etc. But it's important to try, I think, to think about and have a path to aim on so that we can be headed in a direction so that we're not just meandering around and not getting anywhere. Writing things down helps to solidify it for yourself. I would highly recommend using a pen and paper and writing this stuff down. There's something about the connection between a pen and the paper that really is more intimate than typing it into the computer or onto your phone. So I would recommend, I like using a notebook and keeping track that way and writing down with a real pen. Maybe I'm a little old-fashioned that way, but I think it really does help and it really does solidify it for you and inside of your brain what you're trying to achieve. So questions that we'll kind of consider, things that you might consider before we start the whole process, is questions like, do you know what you want to do as an artist or a musician? Do you want to move to a new city or town? Are you trying to get into college, into grad school? Are you interested in playing with certain musicians or presenting a recital or forming a band? Everybody has to start somewhere. Everyone started from nothing at some point, and you had to take that first step. Everybody had to go through that. So to me, and I think to a lot of people, the best goals are clear, they're concise, and they're also measurable. The easier it is to kind of visualize and conceptualize what you're thinking about, the more easily you're going to know whether you achieved it, how you're going to make paths in order to get there. So let's take some time to do this right. Don't rush through it. Take some time to think. If you need to come back and redo it again later, that's definitely okay. Or if you need to pause and restart. But if you can devote some time to this is going to be a great lesson and a great lesson to revisit year after year. Click on to the next lesson when you're ready. If you're not ready now, set aside some time where you can use 20 minutes, 30 minutes or more to really think about your goals as we go.